Hi everybody, Donnie here, and it is currently in the evening on May 18th. I know where I had left off, I think it was like about 1 or 2 in the morning. I can't remember because it's like my mind is kind of like all over the place at the moment. But when I left off, I was making a bunch of like um, blue teddy bears. Since then, I had made some new of like the noses because I only had enough for one more teddy bear with the nose. Decided to make a few more just in case before starting this video, and then decided to kind of like change things up and try to finish all of these. I know for quite some time I've been working on the pink dishcloths, but because of Tremendicon getting nearer and nearer every single day, it's just under 2 weeks before Tremendicon is actually going to start. And I think like a week and a half before I have to travel there on Thursday next week. I know that there's going to be a lot of traveling that I have to get done, and also a lot of stuff that needs to be prepared just so then I can go. I do have like a few blue teddy bears I've already gotten done, crochet wise. I still have a few more that need to get done, then try to move on to the purple. But I think for now my current mission is to get the dishcloths done, while also kind of dealing with feeling emotionally and mentally drained and overall just stressed out overall. If you guys ever see the vlog, by the time this video comes out, you guys know that the cops are called and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm not gonna delve too much onto it until I feel ready and comfortable to talk about it, just on here. But if you ever follow me on TikTok at Uniquely Donna, I go into more depth on that. Shameless plug. Anyway, I've been in and out of feeling just either sleepy or just feeling like I don't want to move all that much, or like I don't feel like ever since then I don't feel like I want to do anything, but I feel like I have to like force myself to do something because I can't just simply lay down in bed and just feeling all depresso espresso type of stuff. So I am doing my best to kind of just move around and, not feel the way I'm feeling right now. Ever since the whole police incident. So I'm doing my best. Like I'm taking one step at a time to kind of move towards just feeling better. But right now I'm just at this point where my emotionally drained. I'm feeling mentally like stressed out a lot. Between like personal life and my business, it's and I'm feeling kind of, even when like for a couple of weeks I took off because I was sick, and I also had finals week. And then now transitioning back into this, now I'm feeling like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to properly explain it. But like now I'm feeling like that. It just kind of gets a little bit crazy, so to speak. So I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. But for now, I'm gonna try to do whatever I can. I might end up falling asleep on my bed or taking a shower and just going to bed. But I don't know when that I'm gonna be doing that, so we'll see. For now though, I'm gonna try my best to get through everything. So, yeah. All right, so it's 3:19 in the afternoon on May 19th, and I did get the dishcloth that I was working on last night done. But I forgot that today and tomorrow and like even yesterday were like all part of like a like a heat wave. And so when I went to go drop off an order that I got this past weekend, um, I ended up coming home looking like this. And then when I was like watching some videos to like pass the time by, um, I don't know why it's giving me that. When I was trying to pass the time by, literally my computer and my AC turned off, but after a little bit it turned back on. I have a feeling that it's gonna do that quite often, or like throughout the day, until it gets like a little bit cooler, which is gonna be later this afternoon / early evening. I know I'm a little sweating. When I came home, I know I was like a little sweaty. My throat was parched. And that was like, luckily that was the most of how I was feeling when like just walking a couple of blocks to get to the post office, from where I live to the post office, and then to CVS to grab some drinks, and then all just to come back home. Like, and I live across the street. Like, I live about not even a full block away from where the CVS is. So it's crazy, like how red my face is. Like, even my chest is a little. That's crazy. So yeah, it's like it's very hot, and luckily my room is like one of the coldest rooms in like the house. But even then, it's still like a little bit too hot. But luckily I'm like cooling down. I started on a new dishcloth because the one that I had last night, I finished it, and I decided to kind of like leave it off with like leave the new one to start on today, and hopefully I can finish off from like what I'm looking at. I could probably, if I focused on just making dishcloths the whole day, I might end up finishing the dishcloths, the pink dishcloths today, and then get into making some black dishcloths, because I haven't made those in a while. I've been out of stock of those for, I think, like at least a couple months, maybe to like a year. I have not properly sat down to make those. So hopefully, once I finish these, I'll just go straight into making those and just wait until like I get through those to make some other ones as well. I know that there are quite a lot of dishcloths that I have yet to make, have yet to restock. It's been at least a couple months since those have been some of the dishcloths I have been restocked. So I think it's all about like timing, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on making these. Yeah. I'll keep you posted about like how the progress is for those. And luckily today and tomorrow I'm not live streaming at all, so I could put all my time into either doing chores or and also like making stuff. So we'll see how things go. All right, so it's around 5 p.m. and since the last time I vlogged, which was I think like an hour and a half ago, even around then, there's like 2 separate times now. This is the second time where the electricity went out. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. I think the longest the electricity kind of went out was 2 or so hours, and I think I could handle that. Considering that the clothes that I currently have on is pretty like loose fitting, so I'm not gonna feel too hot, just pretty sweaty. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I did get a decent amount of this done, which is not too terrible. I was eating food. I was eating food. This is my favorite flavor. Flavor from this. And I was eating lunch. I was eating like a late lunch, while watching some YouTube videos, while also, you know, like, kind of going back and forth, and now I'm just waiting for the electricity to go back on. It's crazy. It's crazy. Heat wave, y'all. Okay, so it's almost 4 in the morning on May 20th, and I was able to get all of this done. I was like so worried that I wasn't gonna get the crocheting part of this done. I do have the ends to sew, of course, but I didn't think I was gonna get all of this done, or any of it done. I was very worried about like trying to get all of this done, and now I have to go into all of the black ones in hopes to get enough stuff in stock for Tremendicon that's happening next weekend. So if you guys have been like paying attention so far, I still have a lot of stuff to do, by the way. I still have a lot of teddy bears to sew together, a lot of teddy bears to even make, but I also have a lot of dishcloths to make as well. So you know what I mean? So this means that not only do I have to go through whatever I had from like the different projects for the dishcloths, but I also have to get through all of this, and then like I was thinking about doing like maybe one other. I could probably go through some of one other one. I could probably go through one of these. We'll see, because I have no idea like how much stuff I actually really need to make. You know, like as you guys can tell, a lot of stuff is going on behind the scenes, and I don't know how much time I actually have. I'm on a time crunch. Is this? Yes, black one. And there, like I said, there's a time crunch. There's a lot to make and get done. I'm not sure what the nice color would be after the black ones. We'll see. I'm probably gonna be making some more of some of the cream white ones, because I do know that I do have a lot of cream white that I need to make. This was supposed to be the bright yellow ones. I still haven't gotten through these. I did get some more of these though, so I can make more of those. But for the time being, need to get through everything. Ooh, I'm gonna have a busy week and a half. Sorry, I'm looking a little deranged. I'm sorry. Okay, so it is a little past 4 p.m. on May 21st. I almost said March again. It's weird because whenever before it was into March, I was saying March, and like now I'm still thinking it's March even though it's May. It's weird. Anyway, since I woke up today like around 1:30, I went to sleep around 7:30 this morning, and I woke up at 1:30 in the afternoon. And since then I have went grocery shopping because I was running low on food, and then also folded a load of laundry that I had done like a few days ago, and then now I'm up, like once I finish with the teddy bear I'm currently working on, because I shifted from making the dishcloths to teddy bears because I want to finish off all the blue teddy bears. Once I finish at least this one that I'm working on, I'm gonna go in and put the load of laundry that I have that needs to be washed into the washing machine, so then I'll at least have clean clothes for the time being up until I get to Missouri next week, because a week from today is when I'm going to be going to Missouri, and you guys won't be able to finish. You guys won't be able to see that vlog until like I think the week after next. So it's like until like I think the first week of June actually. First Wednesday of June, yeah. That's kind of crazy. We're already getting into June. It's like a month and a half away from my birthday too. Anyway, I honestly was not expecting to get to this point in time where I will be kind of feeling like I'm kind of doing crunch time when it comes to making stuff. Not because like of anything important, but I do know that there are quite a lot of things that do need to be made behind the scenes, and I don't feel like I got everything done. So I might not be able to sleep well until like the night before, which is gonna be Wednesday, and even then I'm not sure how much I will get done until that point in time. So I would definitely have to see. As far as I know, I have like 3 different colors of teddy bears done fully. And I have one that is on the like on the way to getting sewn together, as well as the blue one I'm currently working on right now. These are almost done with the crocheting phase, and then I will be moving on to the purple. And like I said, there's a lot that needs to get done, and I feel like I don't like I've tried my best to kind of do everything, but with the chaos over the past month of like getting was sick, and then with everything that happened between my parents, my brother, and myself, and the cops having to get involved last week, and then all the stuff that's in between any of those things, it's just been kind of like a crazy time, kind of a crazy transition. So it's a lot. It's a lot. There's gonna be a lot of coffee involved. That's for sure. Yeah. I actually might make some coffee after I'm finishing with at least this one, and it might also, once I finish with this arm, of course, I might actually just put in the load of laundry in and just try to get it done, because I know that even while I have a lot of stuff to make, I do have a lot of stuff that I need to plan. And there's also a lot of stuff that I still need to make for like other events, like the spring street fair that's going to be happening in Hasbrook Heights the following Sunday after Tremendicon. So there's always a lot of things that need to get situated, put together, and things like that. And like I said, I feel like there's never enough time to get everything done. So I'm gonna try to get as much stuff done as possible, and hopefully by the time I have to travel to Missouri for this convention, I think I'll probably feel pretty good. I'm probably not gonna be able to bring everything with me, but like whatever I could stuff into into a suitcase, I'll just bring with me. And then if people want to grab some of the other stuff, I can actually have it shipped to their place, and I could waive the shipping fee for that, as kind of like hey, like, since you order it here, I'm not gonna charge you the shipping fee to have it shipped to your place. So at least I'll have something available for that. So just in case, because I'm not sure how many teddy bears, dishcloths, and like one of each candle I can carry with carry with me in just one suitcase. So I have to like see how much space I can have, like that I have with me to ensure that, hey, this is what you're gonna get. I'm gonna like if I don't have it on me, I'll ship it. So we'll see how things go. Okay, so it is about 3 in the morning on Saturday, May 23rd, and it's officially less than a week before I have to go to Tremendicon in Missouri. I'm also having some cereal. Don't judge me. Anyway, I actually have a lot of stuff to make. Like I haven't been making stuff for nearly like the past day and a half already. I spent most of the time making the black dishcloths, and I kind of had this goal set in mind for the course of the next couple days leading up to Tremendicon, where I'm gonna try to make 5 of each color first before I start adding an additional 5 dishcloths to each one. I think I'm set with the candles and the teddy bears for now. I'm not sure what else I'm like if I want to sew together the other teddy bears as well. Just kind of have like some at stock at home. So when I go over there, I'll be like, hey, you know, these are just the ones I was able to bring with me. I do have others I have in stock at home if you want to order. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that, but as of right now, outside of the pink ones that I have 12 of, I'm going to try to reach a goal of 5 of each dishcloth in hopes to kind of see how much I can get done leading up to Tremendicon. You know, we're gonna see. I did make a lot of progress where I did do a load of laundry on Thursday. I did finish crocheting all the blue teddy bears, and like what I know I can actually make without having to worry about like how much of the last one I can actually make with the yarn I have left. Like that, you know, that was like something I was thinking of when I had like a good chunk of a skein of yarn left for the blue teddy bears, but I wasn't 100% sure whether or not it was going to be enough to make one more teddy bear. So I was like, you know what, let me play it safe. Let me not make any more. And then whatever, like, and then I'll dedicate more time to making the dishcloths because I didn't have enough of those. But I realized that with everything that I currently have, I have enough for about $4,000 worth of stuff between the dishcloths, the teddy bears, and the candles, and I think like around half of it, or a little more than half of it, is actually mainly candles. The crocheting stuff is like less than half of that of the candles. So I'm like thinking I gotta make more stuff. Specifically the crocheting, the dishcloths, because I was like, I'm running a little bit on those. Anyway, but yeah, I'm expecting to get through the black ones. I'm already on to the 4th one right here. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break and have some cereal before I get into it. So hopefully I can get through all of this and essentially try to finish. I might end up finishing it tomorrow if I don't live stream. I mean, I could try to get it done by tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Until then, I have no idea. Anyway, we're gonna continue working on this, and you know, you catch my drift. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, so it's about to hit 2:40 in the afternoon. I've been up since like about noon. I believe I only got like four hours of sleep, and during that time when I woke up, since waking up, I got dressed, had some cereal. had some cereal, and then kind of been working through this dishcloth that I started last night, like a couple hours ago, and then yeah, it's like I'm already almost done with it. I was not expecting to get this one done so far so fast. And then I decided to kind of find an audiobook. The audiobook that I'm listening to is called Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. Um, this is the first book that I've actually either either read or listened to via like either like book or audiobook. Like, I don't know how you would consider what you would consider it, but like I've listened to a few audiobooks before, and this is the first one I've actually sat down and was like, "Hey, I've never read or listened to any of her books. Might as well just get into it, You know? And as far as I know, I'm about like as when I looked up the percentages of how much I went through, I went through roughly like a little past the 9% way in, which is like I've gotten a little past the 1 hour mark, and it's almost 12. It's almost a 12-hour audiobook. As far as I know, it feels like it's eerily similar to the ridicule that Colleen Hoover had gotten when the book that she wrote called "It Ends with Us" was adapted into a movie, and now there's like a whole court case between the two people that were playing the main characters. I think Blake Lively and Joseph. I think his name is Joseph or John Baldoni. I know his last name is Baldoni. They're now in the midst of I think like a defamation lawsuit. I don't know. There's like there's a lawsuit somewhere in the mix, but she got caught up in the middle of that. And in the author's note, she did say that it was the entire story is fiction, but it feels eerily similar to like the first hour in. It felt eerily similar to what had happened in like that, like what the whole drama between the two main characters supposedly in in real life. It feels like you can't really talk about saying, you can't really claim that within this book it's supposed to be fiction, but it feels like it's kind of like a version of like it's similar to what had happened in real life with a movie adaptation of one of her books that's currently being talked about, right? Like it kind of threw me off a little bit because I was like, I'm not even 10% of the way into this audiobook, and I'm already confused as to why this is being brought up. Mind you, this book came out I think around January of this year. And then listening to it, I'm like, yeah, this feels like it's eerily similar to what's been going on with the movie adaptation of It Ends with Us, and how it kind of just, that happened. But yeah, I'm a give this book the benefit of the doubt that she's probably having to deal with this is probably her way of trying to like deal with the aftermath that of the entire movie adaptation, and it is trying to kind of in a way salvage her part of the of her, at least her like her reputation, and I feel that in a way, she could have just not made a book that kind of feels like it's similar to what's happening. This could just be like a fictional version of how she's. This is probably her way of like writing down like how she's feeling about her part into all of this. But in the end of the day, I think she should have just like made it into a private journal entry in a notebook that she might have, instead of bringing this story up to real life. I don't know. That's just my take. Anyway, I'm gonna go back into crocheting this. Try to finish this off to start the last of the black dishcloths. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. Because it's officially midnight on the 25th, and 25th of May, and I have just a couple days before I finally get to go to Missouri for Tremendicon, which it's gonna be in the next vlog, or the vlog that's gonna go up next week, of course. I actually just finished also, and this is gonna be a quick update before I end the vlog here. I did end up finishing 5 of the black dishcloths, and I did finish this one too, which is the bright yellow dishcloth that's going to be up on my website. And essentially, hopefully, I'll take pictures of this one before it goes into the suitcase, and take a picture of it, and then have it listed up on TikTok Shop as well. My whole thing was to essentially get 5 of each dishcloth done, except for the exception for like the pink, and then try to make sure to bring 1 of each of these. And if each one has like not a lot left, I'll probably bring a second one, and kind of do this thing where I'll have like 5 on hand each, except for like the pink again, like I said, and then essentially make some more dishcloths while I'm there, right? Because the whole process of me doing this kind of method was to make sure that I have just enough to have some with me, and then while I'm there, I'm gonna be making some more stuff while I'm there. But like, yeah, I have enough. And what's even cooler is the fact that I am trying to get stuff done. And also I did also start listening to an audiobook, right? The audiobook that I'm listening to, I'm trying to take this thing out. Sorry. So the audiobook that I'm listening to is called Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. This is the first time I've ever listened to any one of her audiobooks. I feel like it's a fucking rage bait, I swear. Cause like how are you gonna go in about like starting off as like the author main character, like the whole shit with the movie that came out of like the movie adaptation of a book an author wrote, and then switch the narrative to something else completely, throwing me off for like the good first 20 to 25%, and now I'm almost 30% of the way through. I'm at the 20% mark, and it's like the entire conversation changed drastically from. And I bit my tongue. I don't know why I'm doing that recently. I've been recently actually biting my tongue. It's like switching from talking about the whole thing about what has happened with the movie adaptation of one of the main character's books to like something else entirely. I'm not gonna go into full description. If you actually read the book that came out earlier this year in January, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But like, god damn, like how do you? What the fuck? I'm so sorry about like kind of like showing you guys exactly how I'm feeling, because it's like, dude, the way it's currently handling, I'm like, I'm dead. it's like currently sitting anywhere between like, I would say like a good 2.5 stars out of 5 so far. Cause like it's not. I don't like it enough to give it a 3 just yet. It's like he's okay, but also the rage baity kind of twists and turns that you're doing that this book is taking me to is just like. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for this video. I think hopefully I'll get through the audiobook. It's like, as far as I know, I'm like well into. I'm gonna take a look real quick. Let me see. So right now I'm sitting at 3 hours and 20 minutes, and the audiobook has like 11 hours and almost 42 minutes. So I'm like a decent amount of the way through. So hopefully by the time the next vlogs starts and I start recording it and stuff, by the time it finishes, I might finish that audiobook and move on to something else. But when I tell you, this book is kind of like a rage bait type of book. But like I can't, it's like in a mediocre kind of way. Anyway, I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment. If you guys want to take a look at any of the links in the description, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, the next vlog you'll see me in Missouri, most likely. Okay, bye. I'm such a goofball.